Hi. I'm looking for Molly.
That's Kevin.
Every time I hear them at home, they always play
Hey, this is Rickman coming to you live from the Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Hey! Hi, everybody. Fuck yeah. Good to be here. Jesus Christ is in the house. Put your hands together for that.
I love you.
Hi, everybody. Fuck yeah, Kill Tony 23. Here we are.
Yeah, we are.
Time's a-flying. 23.
We're over the Halloween madness, too, that we both had. I barely have a voice or a liver or a penis left.
Yeah, Halloween was fun. San Diego rocked it.
Yeah.
They bring a hell of a party on Halloween.
Yeah, that's nuts. Like, I don't know if you guys ever been down there for, like, Comic-Con or something like that. That's pretty fucking crazy. But when you have all Comic-Con drunk and in costumes, that shit is fucking insane. That was an insane party.
It was.
Yeah.
Doug Benson opened the show.
Yeah. It was fun. And then you hung out with Rogan all weekend.
Yeah,
Powerful shows with Joey Diaz.
Unbelievable shows in Irvine all weekend. If anybody's listening from Irvine that was there, you know what the fuck went down. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Saturday night I did 2.5 hours with Rogan in Irvine, and then I drove here for a main room spot.
I flew like Joe Rogan, and so we're going to really test out this vegan diet you have to see if you get his flu. Because he's pretty sick, and I'm sure you shared joints with him. And
Yeah, I don't have it. I'm not going to catch a flu.
okay,
I'm unfluable.
so we'll see what happens next Kill Tony, right?
What are you saying?
Well, you think that this magical vegan thing, like the cum makes you not get sick.
Alright, I know what you're doing. You're really rushing into it this week. So is that all set up just for that?
No. But you do say that a lot, though. Like, you're like, I don't get sick because I'm
You're damn right.
vegan.
You're damn right I don't. I drink and I smoke and I don't get sick because I fucking eat the right shit. If you guys want to do it too, you can fucking not get sick with me.
Would you share the same guy? Like, would you share the same cum?
Let's Alright, I see what you're doing there. And I see how, since it's so easy to eat meat and dairy, why you guys would turn on me that quickly with that noise. And I get it. But fuck, man. I don't get sick. I've watched you catch like 9 colds since we became hardcore friends a couple years ago.
Yeah, but that's not because of what I eat. It's more because what I drink.
I don't drink as much as you.
I kill my immune system with this every night here at the world famous Comedy Store.
I'm telling you, if I fucking had a chicken sandwich tomorrow, I'd get cancer. I drink coffee, I smoke cigarettes, and then I drink at night almost every single day. It's just one thing I can't do.
Yeah.
So, fucking tofu for life, baby. Thank you. One person.
Is that
It turned everybody else against me.
Is
but
that
I got
the
one
sperm bank?
You son of a bitch. Unbelievable shows in Irvine. I'm leaving for Toronto tomorrow for an entire week, and I'll be back next Monday.
Whole week. Toronto.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking time just to be away from home.
The Dark Comedy Festival, I'm lucky to be part of with Dave Attell and Gilbert Gottfried, Stephen Brody Stevens, Big J Okerson, and very excited to be part of that. That's always fun. It's their 2nd annual Dark Comedy Fest, so I'm excited to be part of it. But what I'm more excited about is our head of security, who's here every episode. Please put your hands together for the one and only Iron Patriot. Fuck yeah, Patriot. You're really bringing the energy today.
Yeah.
How's the week been?
I went out on Halloween on the boulevard at about 5, and I got home at 9 before it got too crazy. But Red Band, there's something I want to say to you.
Uh-oh.
I was noticing on Twitter you had this dolphin outfit that was pretty sexy.
Dolphin with pubic hair.
Now, yes, it was very interesting looking. Where did you get that? Who made that for you?
Pubic hair was from my mom. No. I just got it off Amazon, man. That's like I said. Well, you don't have to leave your house anymore. We have everything you want on your phone. You just go, boop, bam. I have fucking dolphin outfit coming tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know that was available on Amazon.
Yeah, that hat is available on Amazon. Your blow-up doll that you brought the other day that you went to the Glendale
Well,
Mall.
this was just right down the street, so I didn't need to order it.
It's all about Amazon Prime.
What's the deal with the hat page?
Yeah, I got a Western themed song that I'm going to be doing tonight, and I thought it was appropriate to wear this.
He sent me another song. I think this is 2 weeks in a row. You're getting feisty.
Yeah,
Hey, let me ask you, Tony, was Joey Diaz on that show too? I thought I saw a tweet.
He was on one of the shows on Saturday night, yes.
See how he just changed?
So I noticed you're friends with Lee Syatt. Did you hang out with Lee or Joey Diaz that night, or?
Of course I hung out with Joey Diaz. We were in the green room together.
Great. What's he like back there? Were you smoking a J with him, or what were you doing?
Well, we were hanging out, and he's always hilarious. He walked in and immediately started making us laugh. Joey Diaz is a freak of nature. If you guys haven't checked him out in every possible format that you can, do so. He's probably, and I know Joe Rogan agrees with me on this, one of the funniest guys in the world on any given night. He kills all the time. Joey Diaz.
Yeah, check out his podcast. Listen to what's happening now. Also, check out the live one that, I was on an episode. It was one of the funniest podcasts I've ever been on the Church of What's Happening Now live. We just did a live show.
Oh, cool.
So fucking dirty.
He's at Mad Flavor on Twitter, so you can keep following up with him on everything. What do you like about how do you know Joey Diaz? How do you know about that?
I've listened to his podcast. Before he had the Church of What's Happening Now, what was that lady he did one with? I can't remember.
Felicia Michaels.
Yeah, I used to listen to that one before.
Oh, yeah. Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Anyway, Patriot, what's up with the hat?
I'm ready to do the song when you are. Is Long-Legged Woman.
So you keep sending in songs. I never know anything about this until this show's already started.
you like
and you're
to be
wearing
surprised.
something goofy.
You're too busy
Yeah.
gobbling cum.
I'm a triple threat, Tony.
Here again. Long-legged woman, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Guaranteed this is the last week of those jokes. We are not playing this vegan fucking Sunday every Monday.
Turn up a little.
See if you're sick next week.
Your shit
Turn up,
song.
turn up.
She's a long-legged woman.
You're lip syncing.
No, I'm not.
And I get my dicks for free. She's a long-legged woman, but they ain't long enough for me. Well, I think I'm going back there. I'm back down to that woman's house, and I think I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her to be my spouse. She's got a body that you can't ignore. She always keeps me wanting more. And I know. Turn it up a little bit. She's a long-legged woman, and I give my kicks for free. So free, mama. She's a long-legged woman, but they ain't long enough for me. I don't need no money to check it out and get what I want. 'Cause a crab leg honey is all I need, and it won't be long before I look into her eyes, before I touch those precious thighs. And I know she's a long-legged
Long-legged
woman.
woman.
That song was gonna be 2 minutes and 11 seconds longer, by the way. Had we not stopped it early. 2 minutes and 11 seconds more of that was about to happen.
Were we gonna miss something, or is there like a nice chorus at the end, or a drum solo, or something that
Yeah, it's got a little breakdown where it's just the drums, and I get the whole crowd singing, but those were different days back then. They attention span's not as long these days, so.
That part was coming up where the whole crowd sings along with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But, you know, we don't want to go on too long because we've got to keep the show moving. But
Plus, it makes no sense in the entire concept of the show that you'd be doing these songs in the dead center of them.
No. I appreciate you guys letting me do it.
I like how he gets all sensitive in the end. Just happy for the opportunity.
Yeah.
You look like such a sad Iron Patriot right now. I can feel you're like a little upset right now that we cut it short.
No.
I think the hat just makes him look like a bad boy. I think that's why. Like, I'm a bad boy, you know?
Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town, Tony.
Wait.
Oh my
You know, there was a female brother that almost denied me on the bus today. I've been riding for 4 months and I don't pay, and I usually bring money in case, but this time I had my hat, I didn't want to bring any money, and I thought, you know, fuck it, they don't ever charge me. This female brother, she got up on me saying, you ain't getting none.
Was it the bus driver?
Yes. She said, I've seen you do this 3 times before.
She was a black woman.
Yes, where she said, where are your money? I said, I don't have it. I said, I don't have pockets, I have a hat in my hand, I'm sorry.
Are you sure she was the bus driver?
Yeah, she said, next time, she said, I'll let you go this time, but... So...
Well, that's nice of her, you know, I mean.
Yeah,
how much
nice.
does it cost?
It was nice, she let me go through, man.
How much does that cost?
What do you mean, the bus?
Yeah,
I think it's $1.50, it's just...
$1.50.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you just like maybe next time just give her $20 and go, all right, this is for like the next year?
But I don't see the same one every time. I see different drivers.
Right.
I've seen like 10 or 12 different drivers in the last 4
Have you
months.
ever tried to sit down in that suit?
Oh, hell no. This thing, this might crack her. This plastic's more thin that's on the butt and the abdomen. It's like an ABS plastic. And I've already had to been fixing it. If I sat down, it'd fuck it up, man. Not be good.
Okay.
Yeah, there's all limitations.
Patriot, thank you for that. Thank you for that song, "Long-Legged Woman." One more time for the Iron Patriot, everybody. You guys ready to get in the main frame of this show, or what? I have 2 very exciting guests with me, as always. So here they are, everybody. This lovely young lady and I started comedy together damn near 7 years ago here at the Comedy Store, and since then we've booked many commercials and TV things, and she is always on the hustle and the grind. She's the opener nationally for Bobby Lee and some other amazing comedians. Put your hands together for my very good friend Jade Catta, everybody. And also the guy that inspired us to start stand-up comedy, Christy is back. He was on episode 11, now he's on episode 23. And they're all here to awkwardly say hello to both of us.
Thank you, Redman. Hi, Tony.
Welcome back.
Good to see you, sir. Always a pleasure
Glad
to be
you guys
here.
are here.
Excited to be back.
Jade, welcome for your first time.
Thanks so much. So exciting.
What the fuck is that?
I have fans.
Wow.
Iron Patriot, can I ask you a quick question about your song?
Yes.
If she's a long-legged woman and you get your kicks for free, is she a hooker? Does she normally charge?
She might be.
All right.
Who wrote the song?
I wrote the song, but it's about an imaginary woman. But you know, some of my
Imaginary
songs.
prostitute?
But she's got long legs.
Yeah. But
How long do they have to be for her to be long enough for you?
It doesn't really matter because I like the petite ones too. But you know that one just is talking about the long-legged ones.
It's a tiny torso but really long legs.
Yeah.
I noticed Jake got some long legs on it. Long skinny legs.
You got a good set of stems? Is that what's going
Yeah,
on?
he's twitching a lot over
Yeah.
there.
Jake, can I say something to you? I did a little research on you today.
Oh.
I saw that.
Always a good sentence to hear.
Yeah, always a beginner.
Yeah, I read that you were born in Brazil, came to America at the age of 14,
Oh, okay, yeah.
had some hippie parents that exposed you to Cheech and Chong at an early age,
Oh,
did musical theater, but then moved to LA and decided to do comedy. Now, I was watching you in a web series
I
today.
need to rewrite my bio bad.
Yeah. It's really long.
I'm thinking, I am witty!
Okay, well, I saw you on a web series today, Daddy Knows Best. And this particular episode, they got a really good angle on your feet. And they're really cute.
Easy.
Now, you got a little tattoo on the right foot. What is that?
It's
Oh my god, you are a scary
Should I
dude.
say it? I mean, I feel like this is...
Yeah,
I'm
go.
cool with that. It's when my grandmother used to seal her letters, she had like a thing that she would do in the wax.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
that was
yeah.
her seal, so
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I got tattooed on my
That's
foot.
Oh, great,
cool.
great.
Wow.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, what you got?
Great. You know something other interesting thing about
Now he's
Tony?
going to know exactly what to picture when he's jerking off,
Yeah.
thinking about sucking on your
I'll
foot.
take it.
Finally found his long-legged woman.
I'll take it.
There's something else interesting about her. She gets her pussy waxed. She gets her pussy waxed with the same lady that does Scary Spice.
Thank you. That's an old fact, but that's very true. Thank you so much. I now laser, so just catch
That
up.
seems
catch
to
up
be
on
the trend.
facts.
A lot of women laser now.
It's changed my life. I'm like a cult leader. I'm like, have you heard about the laser center? Come. And then they show up and I'm there.
What is
And they're
about it is
like, "Hi."
better?
Well, it's a process, but it just comes in thinner and you don't,
Okay.
it's not messy.
Okay.
Your skin
Right.
is smooth like a baby.
And if you go to the
Okay.
same place as the Spice Girls, that's pretty good
Yeah,
because
that's
you know
high-end.
that they know what they want,
Well,
what they
Scary
really, really
Spice.
want. You know what I'm saying?
But Scary Spice has Eddie Murphy money because she's the mother of one of his kids.
Oh, yeah. They
She's
fucked
doing
together.
fine.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's right.
So that's a
Yeah.
good laser. That's a good place to get your butthole cleaned.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great place. It was a
Yeah.
great place. I had a lady and I loved her. Her name was Estine.
Esteem?
Estine.
Okay.
Oh, we once found out that the Patriot has had craps before. So.
I know.
What was that nervous
Was that
noise
itchy?
you just made?
It was a while back. I mean, you know, they don't have crabs anymore, so back in the old days, though, it was something everybody had to deal with. But there was one more thing I want to say to you, Kevin.
Wait a minute.
I feel like that's not true.
State false facts all out.
I mean, I was alive in what I think would be considered back in the day, and I don't remember dealing with crabs at all.
Hey guys, it is true.
It's true because in Sex and the City, in
Yeah.
one episode, Charlotte did get crabs
Right,
when they
and
went to
that
the
show
Hamptons.
was a documentary.
Yeah,
so
yeah, lots of real facts on
Yeah,
that.
Kevin, can I talk to you for a second before we move on?
I'd be pissed if you didn't.
Okay. Kevin, I'm very impressed with you. You're a
Thank you.
triple threat. You can act, you do comedy, and something
Whoa,
else.
you just twitched so hard. Are you alright? Are you
And you can do comedy. I just had a stroke.
Patriot,
And
you
wait,
okay?
I forgot it. The other one is art. He's an artist. He's got a whole website with art. Now, this one I want to say to you.
Hold on a second. Time the
Yeah,
fuck
what
out.
happened?
Are you okay right now? Why are you
Yeah, I
shaking
don't
like
want
that?
to. You've been standing a long time, and sometimes it makes
Is that
people
what?
faint.
Yeah. Is it? Are you uncomfortable?
No, I'm okay.
Bend your knees.
Sometimes
Make sure
I
the
get
Bend
no,
your
you gotta
knees. Yeah, bend those
your
knees.
If you keep your knees straight, you'll faint.
Bend
Alright.
those
Are you
knees.
dizzy?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, go on with
Anyway,
your
Kevin,
question.
I was reading about this show you're on. You play Lester on The Masters of Sex.
I do. That's true.
Now, I read that just last week you guys got renewed already.
That's true.
They must believe in this show. Do you think this could fill the void that Breaking Bad has left us?
I mean, they're very different stylistically.
There's something starting on you short-circuiting. Did somebody spill a drink on the Iron Patriot? Something's going on. I've never seen you shake like this, Patriot.
Am I really shaking that?
What's
You're
that?
making me paranoid. You're making me paranoid.
What am I making you paranoid about?
I want to put my I want to put my jacket
I
on.
know.
Right
I feel
now.
like. Do you want my jacket?
Are you cold?
I don't feel like I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Isn't it funny that standing in front of people and talking is so nerve-wracking? Not even a metal suit can hide your voice.
And the cowboy hat's just shaking. Wait, maybe it's the wind. Is
Yeah, I think there's a vent right there.
That's what.
So, like, we're-
Cold?
Oh no, the vent's right. It's literally hitting the vent. This is like a wind tunnel testing room for like a sports car, and it's just
Oh
crushing
my
the
God, that's what it is.
But up close, it looks even more upsetting, like you're gonna cry. But it's the vent. He's totally fine, guys. He's totally fine.
Oh my God.
No, it's the vent. It's the vent. It's the
You're
vent.
a trooper, man.
Yeah.
You're a trooper.
Awesome.
You must have been.
My God, if that translates to video.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
weird that we were reading that hat like a quivering chin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
I met a mermaid in Florida, a girl who thinks she's a mermaid, and you guys would
Okay.
make an adorable couple, I tell you.
I'll tell her about it.
What was the?
Yeah, I
where
love
did the costumes start?
For on the mermaid?
Yeah.
Well, it was.
She was just really into exotic, like
It starts above the belly
erotica,
button. She's a fish.
sea art.
He wouldn't like the mermaid because it doesn't have women's feet at the bottom of it.
Ah,
It's a very
you have a
interesting
foot
foot
fetish.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Mm.
But as you can tell by how shaky he is, he doesn't like to talk about.
Do you want to touch feet or like? Do you want them like in your mouth?
They're just beautiful to look at. I mean,
You don't want
Oh,
to
you
touch them.
just
You just
wanna
like to
look
look
at
at them.
I mean, I like the whole woman's body. I like breasts. I like
Yeah.
soothing
No, but
on
we're
the
talking
couch.
about
I'm
feet.
assuming that. Do you like the shoe thing? Is it like a nice high heel?
No, just barefoot.
Just barefoot.
Like Jade was walking barefoot on the
Okay.
hardwood floor in that
Alright, good.
video.
Oh.
Oh, that's what he was zooming in.
If somebody paid me to just come over and they could just look at my feet, I'd do it.
Well,
Is that
yeah.
prostitution?
No.
How much?
Patriot for 3-point range.
And I traded you my bus pass.
And then I become the Iron Man, I trade him the suit.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. I don't know, what would you pay?
Well, Tony doesn't pay me very much, but I do what I do.
Oh, hey, wait a second. What the fuck?
Easy.
What? Oh, you better be laughing under there.
Yeah, I got some money put away.
Fame is priceless.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
Yeah, I was
I'll
depressed
kick you
today.
later.
When I heard you on the podcast, I heard you got a boyfriend that depressed me.
Oh no.
Come on.
There you go.
Come on. There's love out there for everyone. You'll
Yeah.
find,
Guys,
you'll
I'm telling
find
you,
them.
this mermaid girl in you.
There's tons of women out there that want to put their feet in your mouth. You'll find them.
Speaking
Woman
of
with
putting feet in mouths, what do you say we get these comedians up
Well
here?
done.
There's over 30 comedians that signed up for the
Laser sharp.
opportunity to put 60 seconds in on the stage. Josh, you want to fix the... I guess they'll fix the mic stand. Everybody does 60 seconds. At the time in which 60 seconds hits the clock, you'll hear a sound effect, and that sound effect is this sound. That means they've done a minute. But if you run the light, you're going to hear a second sound. You don't want to bring out that angry bear.
Is that bear?
You know what? That cat does not sound.
Hey, Red
Yeah,
Band, is that the bear from Great Outdoors?
Huh? No.
Okay.
Oh, here. I think this is
Just
it.
asking.
Alright, that's the first one. So,
That's scary.
That's so much better.
yeah.
Angry cat and then angry bear. So
So they do
awesome.
60 seconds?
Yeah, and when
Same
they're
exact sound
performing,
effect
we
of
don't
Scary
say
Spice's
anything.
butthole.
When we're performing, we don't interrupt them, and then we talk to them about anything in the world, perhaps even what they just talked about.
Yeah, let's do
Right
it.
after that. You guys ready to get this thing started?
Yeah!
Here we are.
Positive push.
Episode 23. And the first comedian tonight is Tom Young. There you go. I think he's in the back. Yeah. Tom Young, everybody.
1 minute? Okay. It's kind of funny that you guys talk about being vegan, because I tried to make my grocery list the other day while hanging out with a buddy of mine who eats all healthy like that, and keep that shit to yourself. They, yeah, I'm trying to make up my list. He's like, what do you want to get? And I said, oh, I'll get some steaks. I haven't had that in a while. He's like, no, dude, you don't want to eat that shit. It's bad for your heart, clogs your arteries. I was like, all right, fine, I'll get fish. That's supposed to be healthy, right? Get some tilapia or some shit. He says, no, dude, you know, seafood's like radioactive now with how polluted the oceans have become. You don't want to eat any of that shit. I said, fine, I'll get some chicken, you know, it's quick, it's easy to make, it's good. It's like, no, don't you know about, they feed the chickens poison in these factory farms. This is true, by the way. They feed them poison to like kill bacteria in the meat and all that. And I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll just get like fruits and vegetables and shit, eat that all day. And he's like, no, dude, don't you know about the pesticides and shit they use at these farms? It's terrible, you don't want to eat any of that shit. I was like, fine. By this point, I'm just getting pissed off, so sarcastically, I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna start eating people. I'm gonna go fucking cannibal then. He says, no, dude, you know, have you seen the shit people eat? I was like, no, dude.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tom Young. Fuck yeah. Hey, man. How's it going, man?
That was great. That was great.
Thanks for starting the show. It's a great spot.
I think you've tapped into a common annoyance that a lot of people have. I'm a vegetarian, I hide it, and don't talk to people.
I don't talk about it either, but Brian brings it up every Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Nobody knew about it until he told everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Yeah,
private
it's
thing.
annoying as shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Brian.
I think it's awesome.
Why don't I tell everybody what you eat? Fucking pure garbage.
Yeah, you do eat like garbage.
Are you talking about our sponsor?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's right. McDonald's, our newest sponsor.
By the way, the
I'm
McRib is
loving
back. The McRib is back right now. Right now.
Do you know how they decide when the McRib comes back?
How?
When a lot
When
of children
pork-
die in a different country.
When pork prices are at their lowest.
Ugh.
Is when they bring it. There's no other
Zombie
rhyme or
tears.
reason to it. McDonald's. Yes.
So McDonald's is about
something that all you
profit.
people
Weird.
that eat that fucking pig shit should know.
Alright, well, back to
So it's the worst time of the year to even buy dead
Tony.
Oh, that's right, Tom Young. What did you end up getting from the grocery store that day?
I still got steak.
Okay,
Good man, good man,
yeah.
good man.
Yeah.
The thing where you say that's true, by the way, completely unnecessary. It just slowed the flow. Because I thought you had pretty good flow within that joke and clearly have it worked out and structurally it was working. So when you stop and you're like, that's true, by the way, it just slowed.
Yeah,
it slowed your list.
We don't trust you either because it's a different. I think it's a different point of view. Like
Yeah.
he's doing this whole thing where it's like, I know this and know that. Oh, which is true, by the way. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
And
It's
you, I don't give a shit if you're lying. Just tell me. You know, like you could be lying. You could be lying on both sides, so it doesn't matter. You could be lying about it being true. It doesn't. So just take it. Doesn't. It's not necessary.
I still think the very beginning, the way you describe it, like I don't give a shit. I think when I hear that, it's like I've heard this premise, so just go straight into like what you've written. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, we've all, I don't know, just for me.
It's true.
Tags on
Just
it.
go straight into it, yeah.
The
Tags only.
pesticides and the other thing.
But I think it's a common annoyance. People, we're tired of hearing about your diet. Like I don't care what you eat. That's so boring.
It's true.
Such a great ending, though. I love it. I'm loving it.
Disgusting. Ew, drink your trough juice.
But it comes from a fountain.
But I think
But I'm drinking Coke. You're a fucking hypocrite.
I think figure out what your friend actually eats though, and then find angles on that. Because he's got to eat something. I mean, like I eat a ton of like that stuff, and it all looks weird. It's embarrassing to say. Half the time, I don't even know. I could be being lied to every time I go to a vegan restaurant. I'm just assuming they're giving me shit that's healthy, but I don't really know what tempeh is. I just trust them like I trust your joke. You know what I mean?
What did he end up getting?
I don't know, because I was like, fuck you, I'm leaving.
Make it up. Make it up.
Yeah, just make it up.
Make it up.
Spend,
Make it up like a really
go
funny
online,
word.
Google vegan food, pick 4 of the most annoying names.
Something with soy in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you make jokes about the words.
Great job,
There you go, Tom
Tom.
Young. Very good. He's at
Solid
Thomas
start.
Young. At Thomas Young.
Solid start.
1919. At Thomas Young. 1919 on
I'm
Twitter.
gonna try a new kitty cat.
We're testing.
Like, wrinkle your shirt, Tom. Wrinkle your goddamn shirt.
How about this one? Oh,
I like that one.
that one? The rest of that one. Alright, that's funny. By the way, I think if I was vegan, I would just have you just pretty much eat seeds, right?
No,
No.
everything they have
Because
a
they ain't
fake.
grown yet.
They have a fake, tasty version of everything at this point.
It's delicious.
Stop being like
Delicious for Tom.
Everybody, this guy is a wild one. He's been, okay, it's Mugzilla, everybody. An icon of the Hollywood open mic. Oh, he's got a mask.
I am Mugzilla the Horrible Monster. The monster business has been a little slow lately, so I've been doing some stand-up. I like to talk about monsters. I'll talk about Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, Mother Monster. I love Lady Gaga. Some people don't get Lady Gaga like Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne is confused by Lady Gaga. You can't see why she's so over the top. I can see where Ozzy is confused. I mean, one day Lady Gaga is showing off her meat flaps on stage. And the next, she's accepting the award for Best Male Vocal. All right, thank you very much.
Wow, there you go.
Look, no filler, all killer.
Oh boy.
How long have you been going on stage with the mask on?
I started out as Godzilla the Monster a long time ago, and the mask just
How long
came in
ago?
about
How long? I haven't seen this.
2000.
No.
Well, Mugzilla, but the mask came out
Yeah, you've been
about
Mugzilla
2 years
for a
ago.
long time.
I haven't
You've been
seen
here.
the
You were
mask.
here before I was here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
2000.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day.
I was a sophomore in high school.
It made me laugh. It made me, in the beginning, not for the right reasons, and then kind of I just started laughing. So But it doesn't always work.
In the middle, you were connecting with folks out here. I didn't understand why necessarily, but it was happening. And I feel like that's who the fuck am I to judge? They liked it. And look, when you say meat flaps, you're gonna win every single time. That's a victory.
I wish I wrote that.
Yeah, meat flaps. All of us in the crowd were like, meat flaps. God damn it! It was right there. It was right there in front of all of
It
us.
was right there in my brain all along.
Yeah.
It's funny because I say what everybody's thinking.
Nope, that's not why it's funny at all. That's
You
not at
have
all.
to realize that you're a little bit of a weirdo. You have to
No.
realize that and accept it.
I will tell you this, is that you doing topical material like that
It's just a
while wearing
juxtaposition.
like an angry warlock mask, it gives this vibe that there's this like chubby, middle-aged, angry warlock that is like watching E!
And you
News
should
every
know,
day.
that's amazing.
I think
Great.
your act should be different every week. It should be up to the minute, like what happened today.
Yeah. What's
Like,
Northwest wearing?
What's in the news? Monster's gonna fucking tell you. Like that.
That's funny. That could go somewhere.
Yeah.
And no matter what the story of the day is, at about 30 seconds in, just fit the word meat claps in there. Is that what it was?
Meat
Everyone's
flaps.
got meat flaps.
Flaps?
It's like because meat
Not
flaps to me
USA.
could mean feet, their legs, their hands, everything flaps, and it's essentially all meat. So everyone's
true.
he's up there with his meat flaps. Everyone's like, which meat flaps do you mean?
Right.
God, I think we just birthed a whole new
God, I'm
persona.
really,
in
if
that.
you really do this, it could really go somewhere. I'm serious.
I just
Oh,
liked
it's a
it.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I did this at
Please say
New
bar
Year's
mitzvah.
masquerade
A New Year's masquerade party?
performed for 'em.
Are you sure it was a masquerade party, or you were just
Or
there? in a
you're the
mask?
only one of that at a dinner party?
Was it at a Wendy's?
Did you make that, or you bought it, or?
This mask is Kalaru.
Okay, it's a good-looking mask. for sure.
Kalaru is an Indonesian demon, and as the demon was drinking a,
Alright, I really don't
elixir
give
of
a
life.
shit anymore.
Alright, it's Kalaru though.
Okay.
Indonesian.
Cool.
It's not African.
Well, good job,
Whoa,
Marcella.
yeah.
Okay,
If
okay.
it was,
Well,
would that be a
racist
thing?
there.
I'd be like,
No big deal.
Nobody accused your mask of being African.
And I just
I love it. So it was it Indonesian?
Indonesian mask demon.
Indonesian.
confused.
It's not African.
Okay.
Oh shit. Alright,
Okay.
there he goes, everybody.
Alright,
Mozilla.
thank you very much.
Godzilla.
Is this
Godzilla.
your email? Did you leave your email on here? Is that what that is, your email? Or did you...
That's my Twitter. It's
What?
Mozilla 007.
Oh.
At Mugzilla 007.
At Mugzilla 007.
007.
You wrote
The
your
James
name in
Bond of Mugzillas.
That's your real name? That name that's in front of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the real name?
Mike Sofra.
Oh.
Don't
Maybe-
give up his
I
real
remember you more as
identity.
Mike Sofer. You didn't always go up as Mugzilla. You got introduced as Mike Sofer back in the day a little bit, right?
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alright.
Cool.
What
man.
made you go full Mugzilla? What made you go with the name change? And what year did that happen? Jump back up real quick.
Was it for the pussy?
You don't need to put
Because when I hear Mugzilla,
Okay.
I get wet.
I actually started out as Mozilla.
Uh-huh.
And then one day I was up on stage with Willie
Okay.
Willie Hunter?
Hunter.
Right.
And
Fan
Willie
favorite.
goes, "Why are you using the stupid Mozilla name? Why don't you go by your own name?"
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Well, you go by Willie."
Uh-huh.
And Willie
Nah.
goes, "Well, that's my name." And I go, "Bullshit." I go, "Show me your license, and if that's your name, I'll go up as Mike Sofra." And I actually got to see Willie Hunter's license, and
Not a
his
big deal.
name is Willie.
He's racist, is I think what I gathered.
So now you have some valuable Willie Hunter trivia.
Valuable's a bit of a stretch, but trivia.
All you Willie Hunter fans out there, that's
I'm
his
one of
real
them.
name.
I'm one of them.
Wow. So then you went to Mike Sofra for how long until switching back? How bad did Mike Sofra's career have to be in those few months or whatever that you're
Did you
like,
write the
fuck?
song for Tito's Tacos?
I have a Tito's Tacos hat.
There you go. And it is not African.
Okay, let's
I am
back
so
up.
confused.
There he goes again.
Yeah.
Mugzilla.
Mugzilla Mike Sofer 007.
The man's so nice. I brought him up twice. That's who that
Meat
I
flaps.
see.
Remember when we make songs for
Look at all of us up here with our meat flaps.
Big gashes.
Patriot, what do you think of Mugzilla?
I didn't know if he meant like the meat when she wore the costume or the actual pouch lips.
Okay. That's what's so fun about it. It's a real mixed bag. It's like a puzzle.
Could be any.
Whatever meaty outfit you want to think of. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Your next comedian goes by the name of Cody Gidley.
Take your time.
Serious?
How are you guys today?
Doing good.
Thank you. Oh gosh. Red Band. Holy shit, Red Band is so fucking cool. I thought that was like a cobra head on his head, but no, it's dolphins. Red Band is full-blown gay.
It's actually the sign of lesbians.
Son of lesbians, so
With lesbian symbol.
Nice to meet you.
Oh shit. That's not most people open.
I went to go get a taco the other day, and there's a store right in the side of the fucking store right before you walk up there, right? It was like no pictures, no flash photography on the store. Like they had the fucking Funky Bunch in there flipping tacos, right? I know, huh? Fancy shit. Tension. Has anyone ever had weird tension before? Like you can't order a drink, right? Like you're looking around, you can't get there. Tension. Damn it. Going too fast now. Way too fast now. I gotta slow it down.
Oh yeah. Gotta slow down, alright. Fuck yeah. Wow.
This was your first time doing stand-up
yes,
in your
yes,
life. Holy fuck.
I've seen you
Well,
before
son.
though. Where have I seen you at?
I've done
Probably at the vegan place, sucking his dick.
Look what you've created.
Red Band.
What?
Look what you've done.
You have very good stage presence looking at
Okay,
the
wait,
ground.
this is what, this is
Red
what,
Band.
okay, this,
Not a vegan.
okay, this is what he
Cody's a
thought.
vegan.
This is what he thought.
We
He
don't
thought-
claim him.
Right.
This is obviously a guy that's been on a horrible diet for his psychology for years. I guarantee you he probably had a
Right.
He probably thought, I'll make fun of Brian, right? Get like, hey, I'm joking jokes, I'm friends, but he's
And then he ends
not.
up being
So,
on-
you know.
Then it ends up being about me and the vegan sucking dick thing. How did I end up in there?
He's sucking your dick. Don't worry.
No, but wait, can we ask, what was the intent? What, there,
Yeah,
was
what
there
was
a
that?
joke that you wanted to tell that you just got too nervous and it didn't come out? Or were those things you wanted to
I mean, I didn't get all the way through it. No,
But were any of those things you thought about you wanted to say out loud and then you said them and
oh
then you
yeah,
said
like
I didn't get a
like,
laugh,
most
that's
of it
weird?
was kind of just like
The taco
So
thing.
what were you saying? Yeah, what were you saying about
The
the
Funky Bunch is that are they famous to you? Marky Mark's Funky Bunch? So is the joke that they're not famous? Very famous.
yeah, not
Okay,
extremely.
I get that. It's just it happened so fast, and you kind of swallow it. Like I had to hear, I was like Funky Bunch, and then I sat there going, wait a minute, who had a Funky Bunch? And then it took me a minute. I was like, oh, Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch. Which if I'm doing that, the crowd is like, can I get a drink? Like this, it's too far to go. It's too many steps, I think. But I get the premise
It
that
flew right by me.
no photography in a taco place to me is weird. So I think it's fertile ground for a joke. But
I didn't
Funky
hear that
Bunch.
part either. It literally just
Yeah, the
went
thing
like,
was that he went to a taco place. There was no
Yeah.
flash photography, and the thing is like, who gives a shit? Like, it's the Funky
Right.
Bunch here.
See, I missed that whole part also because I was looking at.
Well, you were also livid with anger, so I think you were planning his dad.
Yeah.
You were sitting there going, "How am I gonna fucking kill? I'm gonna fucking
You're like,
say he sucks
"Ooh."
dick in a vegan restaurant." Like you were planning your attack.
I was looking at his meat curd.
What made you
Yeah.
come out and
It's meat flaps.
What made you come out and try to insult Red Band?
Because I banned him on YouTube.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. So this is emotional now.
It was spite. It was basically spite. Mostly spite.
Why did you ban him on YouTube?
But you thought calling him gay was an original funny thing? I don't understand.
the calling a dude gay thing has seen hits.
Actually, I don't know you.
Oh.
Do I know you?
Oh, you're that guy that makes
Dolphins.
me cry all the time.
So you think that the fact that I have a symbol of a dolphin on my head that I just love to eat assholes, guys' assholes?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
I mean, the last time I was here, I
pretty
think,
deep, man.
I think the gay thing is like it's such, to me, it's pretty empty. Who doesn't have a gay
Yeah,
friend at
I
this
agree.
point?
I agree. I feel like if you just got up here and you're confident, I mean, look how you're holding yourself. Look, you're totally closed off.
To be fair, it's chilly.
It's chilly. No, it's not, Kevin.
I'm just looking.
Like, you know, you're like this, so automatically it makes people kind of uncomfortable, I think. So I feel like just as a rule of thumb, just try every time, just be a little more confident in your stand, like in the way you stand.
Yeah.
And then just, slow it down, and then don't remind yourself to slow down out loud.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Oh, I don't know, maybe a year, we'll say.
How often do you get on stage?
I've been slacking lately, but like once a week.
Once a week.
Okay.
How many times do you look through a window at a comedy club at other people?
Only when I walk.
Cool. I'm glad you came up and.
What are your other passions? What do you do most nights of the other nights of the week? If you're only going up one night a week, what do you do?
Listen to podcasts and shit like that.
Well, there you go.
So listen to podcasts.
Yeah, follow your second dream.
You know, and he kind of, when he walked out, I was like, he's gonna be like Brett Weinbach.
Don't pick this.
Yeah, you have a Brent Weinbach
Yeah,
vibe.
feel like a vibe. I
Yeah,
thought he's gonna be like Brett Weinbach. He's gonna have this weird
Yeah.
confidence.
There's a lot of people that pretend to be as nervous as you to make it.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, so
you
maybe
should
he
be
should take the
excited.
stand.
Super excited.
I'm not saying that about Brent. I'm saying that about other.
Yeah, a lot of people put on awkwardness.
Yeah, that like weird,
Yeah,
I'm like
they're
an
like,
awkward comic.
yeah,
Yeah. But you just have that, so that's good.
Write anything in the world because
Yeah, if you're gonna be a dude that just stands there, your jokes have to be really word heavy and clever as shit.
I feel like you could work with the taco, no flash talk.
Yeah, there's something in there.
I think both premises.
I'd
The
say
first one's a little.
Remove the funky bunch.
Yes, and don't kill anybody. Cody Gidley, everybody. There he goes. It's Cody Gidley. Time to make fun of, spend 30 seconds making fun of Red Van's hat. Ineffective. I mean, that's
Red Van.
It's just so fucking good.
Red Van, I think you got a little too mad.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm obviously wearing this hat because it's gay. There's dolphins
it's
on it.
ironic.
It's not.
It's ironic.
Yes, it's a heart of two dolphins.
What's
It's not
ironic?
like I bought
What's
it.
ironic about sea love?
I know.
But don't you have a dolphin bit thing? I thought that was what.
Yeah,
you
he
did.
loves
Yeah.
what's a fucking dolphin.
love
He probably
dolphins.
has
If I can have a picture of the
There's
dolphins,
nothing
please.
ironic about loving dolphins.
Dolphins are a great animal.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's disgusting.
Hey guys, dolphins are great.
Yeah. I'd fuck a tiger if it wouldn't kill me.
Really? Is that true? Be
Or
like
a
the-
dolphin.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
What if a dolphin had a
If
tiger?
we were a comedian, having this conversation at the mic right now, you'd be shitting on us.
Wait, you know what? I have a better question because I think we're going to
It's
get a
true.
real answer out of this. Patriot.
No, I've seen that photo. I show it to everybody.
That's a dolphin vagina.
It's a dolphin.
Anyway, Patriot, what animal would you fuck if you could fuck an animal today?
Well, you just fuck its feet. So what animal's feet would you
No,
fuck?
no. My bestiality days are over.
No, you gotta fuck an animal.
Too real. Just say an animal and pretend.
Yeah, exactly. My bestiality days are over. That's basically like
So
fucking
what-
Exhibit A.
Yeah, it's just a
They're
bummer.
bringing
What
charges
did you
against
use
me.
them for?
No, I got a legendary story that I told Jade.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
there at the comedy store.
He fed a dog chocolate off of his dick.
Ah.
Worst thing you could possibly feed a
No.
Real quick,
dog.
Red Band, there was something you got
No.
wrong at the podcast.
You
Man.
could have killed the dog.
Yeah,
There was
dude.
something you got wrong at the podcast. Man.
The dog died of depression 2 days
Oh my
later.
god. No, first he sucked Ryan Burns' dick, and then
There was something you got wrong, Red Band.
What's that?
You said that you thought that was the second time I came. I first jumped on the tree at age 14, swang on the tree, had my first orgasm.
Right, 'cause of the
Then
wind.
two years later is when I fed my dog Buffy a banana split.
Right.
I had the banana, the chocolate, the nuts, the cream.
Right.
Now the circumcision that Tony didn't understand, that's where you get the split, the banana split. It was cut when I was circumcised as a small baby. So that's where you get the banana split.
I'm filled with
But
so
there
much
was a
sadness.
lot of masturbation between 14 and 16. That wasn't the second time I came right now.
Oh.
Okay. So I just want to clear that up because that was separate the podcast.
Are you one of those guys?
Thank God that's cleared up.
I gotta change my contact info.
I'm not gonna sleep well.
Are you one of those guys?
I'm crying
that,
on the
do you ever
inside.
pull with you ever pull with David Carradine and have to like have a belt around
Yeah,
your
you
neck?
gotta choke
No,
it.
no, no, no.
You've never tried it?
No, and you said that chocolate was bad for my dog. I didn't notice my dog have any problems. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
chocolate is not good for dogs.
It's
That's
actually-
like a universal no.
Quite
It's actually the
tough.
caffeine that's in it. Caffeine can kill an animal. So the caffeine
Yeah.
that's in the chocolate is actually what's bad for a dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I just stopped letting my dog drink coffee.
Yeah. Really.
Oh.
Put your hands together for Amir Kalari.
Hi.
All right, I'm Middle Eastern, Amir Kabiri, close, that's closer than most people get. But I think you can tell how far a government has progressed based on their space program. Because here in the United States, we sent a man to the moon in the 60s. Neil Armstrong got on a spaceship and went to the moon, walked on the surface, got back in the spaceship and landed safely. That's amazing. That's a miracle if you think about it. In Iran, we just sent a monkey into space. Not to the moon, we just sent it to space. And afterward, we had the president stand next to the monkey and make a speech on national television. And as I was watching, I realized something. That wasn't the same monkey. You can tell because it looks nothing like the original monkey. They sent a black monkey into space. He was standing next to a gray monkey. Which either means that monkey aged 40 years and 3 days, or that monkey was stressed out as fuck because he was in an Iranian spaceship.
There you go. Thunder and lightning.
I feel like I saw it coming before he hit the stage. I was like, I feel confident about this.
Charisma City.
He's
With
like
Yeah.
a baby Benji.
You were smiling, you had a good vibe. I was like, I feel like there's a good joke in this guy's heart right now, and I was fucking right.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop you. I gave you an
I thought it
extra
was
10
fun. I thought you could get to it faster too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get to it. I think you can get to it faster, but I think it's really funny.
Yeah, man.
a little
Space and monkeys and Iran all together in one particular
Yeah.
joke is.
Add some tags to it. It's solid.
You can
Yeah.
make up other stuff that Iran's done bad.
Right.
Which I imagine is just so much.
Just find a list.
Oh, God.
And pick
Oh, I was just thinking about my white American heart. There's just so much that Iran does poorly. All right, well, good joke. No, I don't have any. That was a good fucking joke. I don't want to give notes on a good joke.
I
Fuck
think
yeah.
it's good. I think it's good. I think you should fly
Just
with
stand here and bask in your victory.
it. Yeah.
Someone have sex with this comedian.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been going to open mics about 3.5 months.
Dang.
Solid. Doing work.
I did a show at Flappers about a year ago and have been doing that once a month, but I just started doing the mic thing recently.
Like you've been doing a lot of mics for a few months.
Efficient
Yeah,
writing,
for like
dude. Keep it
3-4
up.
months.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll definitely keep doing that.
Amir.
What's your exact last name?
It's Kabiri.
Kabir. Oh, that's a
Kabir,
B.
yeah.
Your B and your eyes touch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm a bad handwriter.
You doctor?
Kabiri. Kabiri.
You're another Amir. Do you know Amir K?
I've met him, yeah. We have the same name.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I thought your bit was going where his went, where he's like, we've gotten a man on the moon, but I still can't open the car door at the same time as my friend is unlocking it.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So maybe like change the. That's what I was saying. The beginning kind of led me there. So I was like, oh, maybe. I don't know.
That is
close.
tough. I
It's a
mean,
little
you're going to
close.
get lumped together with other,
Yeah.
comedians of that ethnicity anyway, so do whatever you can to stand apart from them. Otherwise, you'll just only be on those shows all the time, and you don't want to do that. You know, you have good jokes, you want to stand
Like
out.
the Persian tour.
I think it's sort
I
of
don't know what
crazy
they're called,
that
and I'll make a racist mistake by trying to guess.
That I just did.
I think it's crazy that Iran is like,
A country still?
teaching monkeys how to fly into. Alright, I'll let that die out for a second. I I think it's crazy that Iran is sending monkeys into space, but they still use like human beings to fly planes into buildings and stuff.
Have you read about
That's not
this?
true.
The dog bombs?
Dog
Where they use these tiny dogs and just send them off.
No.
And just light them on fire and then just send them off. And the article that I read had the cutest photo, the cutest dog. And I'm sure they send like the ugliest, most busted dogs into bomb, but like
That are also
the
great.
little
don't
tiny
deserve this.
cute one.
They do that?
They're the Michael
Yeah.
Vicks of war. Great.
You have to be smaller than
They used to do it with kids in Vietnam. It's actually gotten better.
That I have less of a problem with.
Fun fact, the only way to get a pit bull to release its jaw when attacking, you gotta put your finger in its butthole.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Patriot's already one step ahead of you. He fingered a dog earlier and it wasn't even biting him yet. There he goes.
Just
Amir Kabiri. everybody. Follow him on Twitter at Amir_Kabiri. That's Kabiri. Only a few months in, and that's one of the all-time 1 minute slaughter.
That was solid. That guy's gonna get on TV before me.
Surprising.
No doubt about
Yes,
it. No doubt about it.
Yes.
Enjoy my spots
Yeah.
at the comedy store.
Hopefully it's
Yeah,
nothing
enjoy
news.
them.
Right. Be on Al Jazeera before all of us. Put your hands together for Shaylin McDonough.
Yeah.
Shaylin McDonough.
Shaylin
Oh,
McDonough.
shit.
Oh no, if you miss your spot on this show, that means you don't get to perform again and you get blacklisted. There you go.
Has there ever been a show where everyone shows up and he doesn't get to make that noise?
Yeah.
Does it bum you out?
Yeah, no, I get to do it enough. It's no big deal.
Okay.
It's just a normal part of the job, you know.
Yeah, whatever. I do it all the time.
Yeah, you could just do it at your house.
Do we know it's not Michael J. Fox in the suit? Do we know for sure?
Is that that's a shaking little bastard.
Hey,
I'm
you know-
sorry.
You know I'm an extra on Parkinson and Recreation.
I have heard that you're an avid extra, and I
I was
can't
on The
believe
Office like you.
Are you just using it?
my episode got cut.
Do you often just use jokes that I've used on you before? And
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the Laugh Factory and doing a whole routine with the jokes you wrote.
Oh,
You
we got a
son of a
Carlos
bitch.
MC right
Son
now.
of a bitch.
The Iron Man Sia.
I'll take that for my pay.
Put your hands together for your next comedian, everybody. Dean Peruch.
Yes.
Give it up for Dean.
Is
Oh,
very
shit,
confident.
very confident.
So I'm getting a little fat. So I'm looking at some diets, and there's this Paleo Man diet that everyone's doing, and I don't know if that makes the most sense. I think Paleo Man may have been like an idiot. I think he was probably the dumbest human that was around. And so if you look at the diet, what you don't eat is you don't eat gluten and you don't eat bread. So I think humans were right about bread. I think harvesting grain was probably a right move. Listening to the Paleo Man wouldn't be that much fun. I wouldn't. Well, I guess that's pretty much the punchline that I have.
Yikes. 32 seconds and 43 ums.
You said harvesting. It was adorable. It said harvesting.
Oh, he did say the word harvesting. You took that note down.
I like
Yeah.
talking about how you're getting a little fat.
I think that's funny.
Saying I'm getting a little fat is nice. It's funny.
Well, the idea is that harvesting grain, like paleo diet, you're not supposed to eat bread, you're not supposed to eat gluten.
Right.
I think that's.
You're saying that you're basically making fun of the idea of being Paleolithic, that humans were so much dumber back then, so why are we asking their advice for dieting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Wow, I was so confused.
I've heard a couple paleo jokes that are funny. I think you got to make it more personal. You know what I mean? Like the fat thing. I agree. You got to go with the fat thing. Like
Like you're wearing your
do you-
jacket right now zipped
Yeah.
up. Is that because you're fat? No, it's just.
Yeah,
you're like I put
if
on a
you're gonna
hat just
say
to
you're
distract
little-
from the fact that I'm
If you're gonna
fat.
say you're a little fat, I want to see it.
What have you been doing? Have you really been gaining weight lately? How much weight have you gained?
You don't, but you don't. The thing is, you don't look fat. You're not. You don't look like a fat comedian at all. Like you look like you're in basically good shape. So if I almost think that saying that is, it's gonna people are gonna just look at you and be like, is he fat? Well, you're trying to tell them the joke, so they're almost gonna be a little distracted.
I think it's almost funny. He just has this whole complex, and he's like, "Seriously, I'm so fat." Like you guys, you have no idea like how fat I am. Like
Do
all
you
my
really
friends are on
think-
diets, but like I love fucking.
You
bread.
really think you're gaining a lot of weight, or
No,
were you
I am
just
getting
looking
a
for
little
it for a
fat.
bit?
No, I mean a little fat, but I did. Yeah.
I mean, you had your jacket zipped up and you were hiding behind the mic stand the whole
Yeah,
time.
the mic
So you're
stand.
like-
You gotta move that mic stand.
Yeah, you gotta
in front of you right away.
immediately.
I think that if you want to do this bit, focus on how dumb. It's got to be about how dumb cave people were. You got to focus on their
Yeah, but
stupidity.
see, Nick has a bit like that.
Not just like who does?
Nick does.
Nick which?
My guy Nick.
Okay, well.
So that's why I don't want to lead him that way.
So, anyways, you got to focus on how dumb the cave people are.
People are very possessive of their jokes. I mean, it's the way it
Yeah,
should
I
be.
mean, I guess that is that is the angle to take on it. So maybe that's not the. Maybe it's about bread. Joke about bread.
Why do you think you're fat? Were your parents really hard on you about your
I
weight?
am legitimately gaining a little bit of weight.
Well, now how much weight is that?
Like 10 pounds, 15
I
pounds.
just think any
I
route.
like how upset you get with your hand like that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
so fat. Like my friends don't see it,
Did
but
you?
I'm
Were
so
you
fat.
used to be in? Are you usually in really good shape, like athletic?
No.
So you deserve it.
Like so, finally, nature's catching up to you.
Is
So
it an
that's what it's
age
about.
thing?
Yeah. Are you getting older?
How old are you?
Is that?
I'm not lying about gaining a little bit of weight. That's not.
Okay, but
I'm
how
making
old
that
is
up.
it? But have
We
you,
believe that you're
We believe
gaining
you. We're
weight.
trying to find.
We
something
just don't
else.
understand why you're trying to tie it into the caveman days.
Because that's why I'm like looking at diets.
I think it's more.
Ah, so you're exploring different diets. That's funny. So maybe you've tried a bunch of different
Then
diets.
I think the paleo diet's one line.
Yeah,
and
just
it's
one
about
thing.
what other diets. Like, why would I? It's the paleo thing's a one-liner. How cavemen are stupid. Why I'm going to let them tell? They couldn't read. How am I going
Right.
to have them list things?
Next.
Easy? Next. What's the other diet?
Jazzercise.
This
Too many
diet.
moms.
Typo.
Yeah.
Like, and then go through diets. Just go through all the fad diets, and make fun. Have a one-liner for each diet.
And then I decided I just like beer and bread.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And that's why I'm a
But
fat
make sure
fuck.
you don't
Yeah.
actually diet while doing any of these jokes, or else it won't make any sense.
Yeah, I guess you gotta stay fat as long as
You
you
have
want
to
to
stay
do this.
So you have to
pounds
really
heavier.
be gambling on the fact
This
that you're going
joke
to keep
may
getting
kill
fatter.
you.
You're
So
already
make it a
not
good
fat. There's a lot of fat comedians, like Mugzilla didn't even acknowledge his weight. And meanwhile, you're talking about being fat and trying to tie it
I think
into.
it's funny. I like it fat.
There you
So
go.
you do not. Don't. It's all LA.
Yeah.
Alright, Jade stirring the jar, Dean, you're done. At One Pun Gun on Twitter, Dean.
Yay.
One pun gun.
One pun guy.
Yeah, One Pun Gun.
Follow him on
You
Twitter.
just pulling names up? You're crazy. Oh, it's a girl. Good.
Hell yeah.
Danielle Arce, everybody.
My last name's Arce. If it was Arce, I would have changed it by now, but nobody can read my last name. It's okay. So yeah, you guys looking at me and you can't tell what ethnicity I am. It's pretty hard to tell. And, I'm Hispanic and Italian. So if you guys are wondering, that's what I am. One of my guy friends was complaining to me earlier today about shaving. He's like, oh, I have to shave my face all the time for work. It sucks. I'm like, shut up. You are not a Hispanic and Italian woman. You don't understand the hair removal struggle like I do. It's real with me. It's crazy. I moved in with my ex a while back. Don't do it. If you were to think about moving with your boyfriend, don't do it. And he thought it was weird how long I take showers. And he freaked out the first time. He was like, babe, it's been 45 minutes. What are you doing in there? And I'm like, I'm doing this for you. This is for you. It's my life. That's what I do. It's nuts. It's like, guys, you can get away with the 5 o'clock shadow. Like, that's hot. Imagine my entire body with the 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, looks like somebody got a special sound effect.
Now we can see how being a female affects comedy. That's great.
The master is that
You.
Brian Redford.
She made your dolphins move.
I love physical comedy. I think you can start at you don't understand. The whole like I'm this and this in case you're wondering.
Yeah,
Like, putting
that's
people
not
like you go
necessary.
like I know you guys are wondering this. Like no, we're not. What nobody was thinking.
I would almost,
You know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
funnier to me if someone's just like, I'm hairy.
I'm hairy as a motherfucker.
And didn't blame it on a region of the world.
Yeah, and then maybe like after you do like the disgusting like lip shaving, which I know it's tough.
Yes.
Then you do something dainty, and then you're like, but babe, don't put my towel on the ground. You know, like then there's
That's
like
good.
some kind of
Contrast.
Yeah, contrast. But you know,
I was confused. You said you moved in with your ex. Does that mean you were together when you moved in with them and now you're not?
Yeah.
Or you see, that was confusing. So
When she said I don't recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it for later.
yeah, he's your
Yeah.
ex now, and then
Yeah.
because then you can use it like. Yeah, I shaved in front of him too aggressively and we broke up, or something like that. Like if you broke up.
Like, what do you mean? It's not sexy to shave your vagina?
Yeah, but as I'm screaming at him while I shorn my butthole. Shorn. But yes, like you can use the breakup later, so don't like waste it as this part of an intro that didn't really make sense.
Got
Use
it.
later.
Yeah, for sure. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and then talk about lasers and. You know.
Does every girl
Yeah.
have a hair removal joke? Because
Everybody
honestly,
does because it's a life.
It seems like a
annoyance.
universal struggle.
disgusting though. I don't
It is,
even
I know,
wanna
but
hear
you
about
have
it.
Grow it out for
masturbation
daddy.
jokes. I mean, everybody has.
You have masturbation jokes?
No, I do not currently.
Why not? Oh, not currently.
No, but
Not in the current
No,
2.5 minutes that I've been.
I don't.
I think, like in the past,
Drunk today.
we've talked to Sarah about this before, about body hair. You know, it's honestly, I don't like it. It's a very fine line to take me thinking about you being hairy and gross. But I mean,
We don't
the
care.
visual of you
See, but
shaving
hairy
and stuff like
doesn't
that was
always
fine.
have to
I
follow
know,
with
but the
gross.
thing is, this is something we deal with every day.
I'm not
it's
trying
such
to
an
attract
annoyance.
anybody. I'm just talking about my real life, man.
Yeah, I know, and that's the
Right.
problem. Because the second we go like this and we're like we're shaving, that's not what men picture.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's hard for us.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, believe me.
Not our fault.
You couldn't relate to a comic more than me, believe me.
She's Brazilian.
But like, yeah, it's weird because watching it, I feel like, wow, she's so like brave and like talking about such
Yeah,
like.
you ran up
but
here
I
and
talk
like
about
attacked the
things like
stage.
that. And I feel like it's great. It was like
Well,
actually.
you did it fun. You made us happy
I thought it
about
was
it,
fun.
talking
Yeah.
about the hair, which is like you could have done it completely different and grossed us all out, but you were so smiling and jumping
But
around
that's the
about
thing.
it.
We all
that
have a
I-
joke about
right,
that.
That I laughed.
Right?
Well,
We all have a joke about
Right.
laser hair removal
Yes.
or whatever
I know.
hair removal. So how do we make it
right.
more?
Happy.
I don't know, original or like more.
Spunky.
That is
Sure,
a funny
all
way to
those-
go about it. I
yeah.
mean, if you're gonna do an act up, that's a great way to do it, is by shaving your ass.
Sell
doing
it.
If there's something that I think is a great piece of advice that I'll tell you, it's how long have you been doing stand up?
Just 2 years.
It's like such a weird barometer of.
Yeah, because it's gonna be 2 years.
Mozilla's been
Because
doing
how many
it
times
12
you did,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's like 2 years. Like how you do it like once a week, once every 3 months, or.
Mhm. Well, I did it consistently for about a little less than a year, and then I took some time off because I was focusing on improv and stuff. And then I've been nonstop for like the last year. I grew up like
I like
Well,
it.
great. Well, here's what I was gonna tell you: is that how do you say your last name?
RC.
RC.
Yeah.
I would either spell it that way if you wanted to.
So
say
people get it right, not like
Right.
yeah.
something, because nobody's ever gonna say
And
Nobody says my name right
C-A-R-C-E.
still, ever.
Right.
Yeah, and
Ever.
the like
I was-
commenting on it,
Yeah.
like when you get on stage, it just seems
Forgot
like
that.
it seems complainy.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
forgot
it's
that.
like-
Yeah, no,
I
that's,
didn't like
that's
that.
understandable.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Agree
how
with
it
you.
sounds on its spelling. So either you can ignore it and roll with it and
But why
basically be
not?
called that, or you can throw a letter at the end
I
of
was
it,
told to like, do the
or
Louis C.K. thing
or
with
you
the
could
RC.
write something better than what you already have about ours,
Yeah.
and it'll kill right.
Well, I
That's
do,
really funny.
I do
Ours-
have, I do have some stuff about that, but I mean, I figured I had my minute and I knew what I
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
were
talk
just you just
about.
wanted to do it.
And I should have not said anything in the beginning, like you said, but I did.
But it
There you
happens,
go.
right? It's isn't it funny how that happens? Your brain, you just
You
get up
want
there
to,
and
I mean, when
explode.
something, that's what we're trying to do. You
Yeah.
want to be present and comment on the thing. It just depends, just.
I knew you were going to mispronounce it anyway. I knew that's how it was going to happen.
That's how everybody.
But I
pronounces
told myself, like,
it. If
don't
I
say
say it that
anything.
way, I'm
What?
a host of
What?
things. So when I say a name and I read, that's how everybody else is gonna read it.
Oh, of course.
I say Catta Preta. I say Most Ajabi. I say Jesus Christ. I say it all
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah, sure.
That's ours. Your last name is ours, so that's what it's gonna be
Sure,
read
yeah.
as.
Okay. Sure.
I would, you know what? You could put a Y in little parentheses.
There you go. Look at that.
So then it doesn't
The
change how you spell your
parentheses.
name,
Yeah.
but that's like how
That's
you
a great
pronounce
idea.
it. I write underneath my name like caterpillar every time.
Yeah, I usually write the letters RC.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever said Jade Caterpillar?
That's
Gotten confused.
the
with it, like
closest it's ever
That
been
is
to me.
Hands together for Jade like Caterpillar.
Do you still live with your ex-boyfriend?
No, I got kicked out a couple weeks ago.
That's great.
That's
Cool.
great.
Cool.
Oh, good. This is about comedy, everybody.
Brian, wait till after the show.
That's a little boner.
He didn't even push a button. That was his heart.
She's at Danielle ARCE. You can find her on Twitter. Red Band already has.
Red Band's gonna find her in the alley.
You guys remember what like your first few minutes of material was?
I remember your first few minutes.
I bet you do.
I remember, yeah, of course. Do you remember yours?
Yeah, I had a terrible joke about Bob Vila, the home improvement guy.
What'd you say?
It was just I found out he's not a licensed contractor. So I was just like obsessed with that, so I came up with a bunch of shitty things I wanted to be, that I was in no way licensed to be. Like, I wanted to be the head of the Black Panthers. Like, just stuff like that.
That's
was
way
dumb.
funnier than the stuff I
Oh,
had.
totally.
Yeah, way
Me
funnier.
What's your first joke, Joe?
I had this joke about pig trough vagina, so that's where I went right away. I had a joke about how they're cokeheads and they miss the middle part of their nose when they do too much coke. And I talk about if slutty girls like had too much sex, their vagina and their butt will just become one huge. And I would do this whole act out where I'm like, pig trough! And when I get in trouble on the road, I still, I'm not gonna lie.
When I get in trouble on the road.
That's so funny. What's that?
What's your first joke?
Well, the first time I did stand-up, it was supposed to be this rant about pedestrians, but then I got on stage.
So many people I know started with a rant.
Yeah.
Where it was always like, I mean, what the fuck's up with this? And the crowd's like, where is this going? Nowhere.
It was all like, why do all the people on the crosswalk things have to be white? Why does it have to be white people? Like, it was like the stupidest shit ever. Luckily for me, the first time I ever got on stage after semi-practicing that in my head for, a few weeks or whatever, I got on stage downstairs in the original room, and I was so excited and like this adrenaline rush that when I hit the stage, I completely blanked out and forgot. So I ended up just up there like, holy shit. I just totally forgot. Like, and I've been practicing for weeks about this one, and it turned into my very weird style that I still sort of keep very close to me. Really shone that night of just sort of like just rolling with it, but like acknowledging everything in the moment as it was happening. Like, man, I mean, I could have written about anything else as long as I remembered it. And it was just, it kept working, so it really just turned into like this game of timing. So it went well, even though there was, thank God I forgot the material basically, because it went well.
Yeah.
But I honestly think for the first, still for me, it's really not about like the written thing. People write very differently.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have friends who write out jokes to the word. Like, should I say do not or don't? Do not or don't? Do not or don't? And
You
that's
find that
not
out
at all how I work.
You find that out when you're on stage.
Yeah, but not some people work in a different way.
That's creepy.
I just think it's fun. Like,
Those
find out
people
what you
are
think is funny,
never
do
gonna
it on
make
stage. You know.
My first joke was
What do you mean?
remember the Tempur-Pedic commercial where it showed like the kid jumping on one side of the bed, on the
And then
other
the
side
wine?
the wine.
Yeah.
It's like that's why I bought it, because when I'm in bed with little children, I don't want them to struggle.
That's
so
really funny.
funny.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's
really
hilarious.
Was it little children? I thought it was old people.
No, it was on one side it was a guy going ha ha, and on the other side was a glass of wine, and he's just sitting in bed, and this kid's just jumping up and down.
That's funny. You should be like old, old people and little kids.
Well, yeah.
Like in both.
Both fun to bump.
Your guys' first jokes were so much better than mine.
Remember how scary the improv open mics were?
Oh, that was
Never did it.
We used to wait in line for hours.
Yikes.
Okay.
Hey, Jonathan Tumblin, everybody.
I used to want to be in the gang when I was younger. I had like self-esteem issues or whatever, like we all do. But I told my parents like I'm gonna go join a gang, and I'm from the South. And my stepdad like trying to tell a Southern black man you're gonna be in a gang is like not a good idea because they think they can beat anything. He's like, son, you want to be in a gang? Whoop my ass. So while my mom was trying to help him like figure out what the fuck just happened, I took the car, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm ready. Like, so I go to my friend's house. And I'm like, hey man, I think I'm ready to be down with the set. And he's like, all right man, that's what's up. And then everybody come outside and they're like, how did you get here? I was like, oh, I took my parents' car. And then they were like, oh, sorry, you know what I mean? We're gonna deny your street cred application right now. And I was like, why, man, why? He's like, well, you said parents. We'll tell you the rest in 7 to 10 business days. We'll see you later. That's it.
Very funny. Street cred. I get it.
I think there's a tighter way to say for the parent thing at the end. Like I almost think you took like because I feel like the crowd got what you meant. And you're like, oh, my parents. Like I think there's just you could say that with almost one line, like, oh, I'm sorry. This gang isn't for people with parents. Like we're supposed to be your parents. If you already have them, that just seems redundant. And then I think there's almost like a metaphor you could come up with for telling a southern man something is like something like this. It's like but that's it. Other than that, I love the premise of like I want it to be, and the way you say it too, because I had self-esteem issues.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, you're like
You're adorable.
I feel bad about myself, so I want to be in a gang. Oh shucks, like like it's a nice perspective. It's a really honest perspective. Because most people are like, because I was tough, I want to fuck people up. You're like, no, I felt kind of bad, so I want to be in a gang. Like that to me is nice. Like I think that's a really nice. I think that's just a nice premise, and I would almost see that you could go back to that. Like if you wanted to continue that as a premise, like what other things did you do from having low self-esteem? Because also you come up on stage, you're a likable guy. You're not afraid. You took the mic off stand, put it over here. Like I want to know what your low self-esteem is and why you have it and what it's made you do. That's what I find
Like it
interesting.
took me like an hour and a half to put this jacket on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Like, you think I just threw on this Jamaica jacket? I've
Yeah,
17
there were different choices I laid out. Pictures were taken.
I mean, I change my clothes like 2-3 times a day.
Same.
Out of just fear. Like I want to know that about people. Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. I feel like when you can fill it out, like compare the dad thing, and then when you say set,
Yeah, what is that?
like what is that? You know what I mean?
Oh, I knew what that was.
Exactly. You can go, which is just like a gang of
What set are
niggas.
you
You know, like explain, have this moment
And
of explaining.
was there a thing about like you basically your stepdad was like, all right, fight me, and you knocked him out quick, right? So while your mom was figuring out what
while she was trying to help him figure out
that happened
get
really
that.
really quick, and I kind of feel like take a little bit more time with that because that's pretty funny. It's more like so while my mom was mopping up all his blood off the floor, I took his car.
Oh no, see, I don't think that. I think it was likable because I thought like his dad felt bad or something. I didn't understand, but I just thought it was like, all right, that went weird. I don't know why. Like I didn't understand that it was because he beat him up.
Yeah, he just knocked him out.
Like I don't think I want to hear about some dude beating
Or
up
and
his
I think
dad.
maybe it's if you knocked him out, you're like, to be fair, he was a small man.
Yeah,
He had
maybe
no
so.
business.
Yeah.
He had no business fighting.
He does have one leg.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
God rest his soul, he died that day.
You know. Oh man.
Yeah, I think
maybe
that's
you could just really hit the nail on the head and say, you know, he said that if I wanted to join a gang, I'd have to beat him up first. So then I beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
You know,
I've never tried so hard
I've
at
tried
anything.
a bunch of different ways and see which way feels
All those
right.
If I could apply the same fervor to which I beat him within an inch of his life to other things, I'd be a millionaire.
It felt like everything I've ever trained for.
Yeah, this is
In
what we
cold
play for.
in that exact moment.
Oh, there was blood everywhere.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, my mom's trying to flip back over his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got so worked up I beat my mom near to death.
Right.
And then they
I
wouldn't let me in this
grabbed her.
fucking gang.
Do I have to beat your ass too, bitch?
And I was like, I broke my parents' legs for this. Let me in. Let me in your set.
But it's really funny, man. Really funny stuff. Good start.
I think you having self-esteem issues, wanting to get in a game because of it is a fertile ground. So get more into that.
And then also, like, if they're denying your application, I guess there's room for, and if they're saying, you know, we'll let you know, but they're like dismissing you, you could pitch the, come on, man, I beat up my stepdad for this.
Yeah, give me a chance, man.
Sounds like bleeding on.
Yeah, I punched my mom today.
I punched my mom in the
I've got what
face,
it
yeah.
takes. I'll punch everybody's mom.
And then
Just
at
let
the end you're like,
Let me try,
at
please.
the end you're like, well, can I get that headshot?
I've got it. I'm so good at punching moms. Let me in the gang.
Can't believe you hurt your family to join the gang. But you know what they say? Blood's is thicker than water.
Did you try to join an actual gang?
My brother actually was in the gang. And I did.
Does that mean you automatically get in?
No.
Oh, it sucks.
Where are you from originally? You said the South, but where'd Atlanta.
Okay.
Cool.
Did your brother the one that was like, go, get out of here, man?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So he was saving you. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think he's gonna kill me now. I just said that. He's in the game.
I don't think they watch
You
you.
did just put him on.
Hey, it was nice talking to you, sir.
Get off stage and stop snitching.
Danza.
Nice job, man. Nice job. Give him a round.
Snitches get contacts, right?
Snitches get stitches.
Follow him on Twitter, J Sherlock T. Jonathan Tumlin's been
Yeah.
on a few episodes.
I like those diamonds he's got on his ears. They look cool.
Yeah, they do look cool.
I'm
Make
afraid
his
of where
teeth
this is
shiny,
going.
huh?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Please, this is
Really twitchy over there.
No,
No?
I'm not down. I got my hand right now.
Do you think piercing your ears is gonna come back where we wear diamonds? Remember the little studs guys used to wear them both?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so.
Back, right?
I mean,
I always thought.
I don't know that it completely left.
yeah, they never went.
Harrison Ford's been hanging in there for
Yeah, he's got
going on
hoop.
30
He's got
years. Yeah, Harrison Ford's had a hoop forever.
No.
Eddie Pepitone has an earring.
He does. Oh, he still has a
So
piercing.
weird. You should get some hoop ears.
You should wear diamonds.
You should crush big old hoops.
Everyone did it.
Like hoops from VH1.
Fuck yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Well, let's move on to our final part of the show where we put up our two regulars.
We could do one more.
One more? Awesome.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody's having a blast. Sarah Wineshank, everybody. Sarah Wineshank.
What's up, everyone? I went to Ralph's. I felt very average in that moment. Ralph's is never my first choice in supermarkets. It's always Trader Joe's. But I went to Ralph's and I was listening to U2. Felt very average and shitty. And I thought to myself, if shit doesn't work out, what am I gonna do? You know, and I'm listening to U2. I still haven't found what I'm looking for, guys. And it's playing, and I'm thinking, fuck, Sarah. If push comes to shove, you could be a children's book novelist. That's no one's first choice ever. No one's first dream is like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna write a book for children. Like, you guys, you will know that shit did not work out for me if you see my face, my headshot, and the cover of a book for children about a turtle that loses a tooth. That's like
So fucking true too, right? Like you wrote 8 pages. Like that's like, that's not even a paragraph.
It's like not hard.
Hi.
Oh
How
my
are you doing?
Good, how are
I thought that was really funny.
You guys know each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have mutual friends.
You ever
Yeah.
had
We went
sex?
to a picnic. At
Oh,
the
cemetery.
Yeah, but I didn't have bangs then. Like I think I'm incognito now that I have bangs.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
such
that's
a
really
girl.
funny.
That is such a girl thing to relate. I mean, you saw me, but like I didn't have bangs, so like it was completely. Or like I don't know what you're talking
I like your rhythm. Like
Yeah.
rhythm is what gets it because I like just you know what I mean. I feel like that's what.
I mean,
that's
I
what it's
laughed
about.
just you going. I went to Ralph's.
I went to Ralph's.
Like,
Like,
you
I went
said
to Ralph's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found like the YouTube stuff. I don't even think or the YouTube stuff. I don't think you need it. Like
I love it.
Like I
I
think
love
you should.
that
I
YouTube
felt
stuff.
Because you did
I'm
the
gonna
still
override
haven't found
that.
the song.
I think that's so funny because you're like, where is she going with the YouTube thing? It made it.
Also,
you know
the
YouTube.
supermarket.
You have to really,
You feel so
for the people that
average.
know you too, I
The
can
only
tell that
place-
that's
yeah.
The
But
only
I guess
place
I don't know
I hear
you too.
U2 is at Ralph. Like I don't
Is
hear
at
U2
Ralph's.
any other place.
Right, exactly. So it really paints this
Which
picture.
Ralph's did you go to?
There's one on like I don't even know what fucking street it's on.
All right, relax.
Sorry. Sorry. I think it's on the bridge. It's like on a corner.
Yeah, it's rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Ralph's, that's what I'm
Also
saying.
relax, Iron Patriots.
Everybody
Like,
gets crazy.
That's
go to
funny though,
Ralph's.
because that's Rock and Roll Ralph's is open at all times.
No, Rock and
at
Roll
night.
Ralph's is on Sunset, you guys. That is not Rock
But
and
by,
Roll.
Yeah, it is. It's
down
on
by
the
La Brea.
bridge,
It's
La Brea.
1 block down from La Brea.
It's the closest La Brea.
Everyone's
You're
yelling
right.
about Ralph's for the last
Relax.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I get my
The
veggie
one-
burgers there.
The thing I thought was when you say a book for children, you're saying they're dumb, but I think it's funnier if you were like, it's not cool to write a book for people who can barely fucking read. Because that's what you're essentially saying, and like I think that's almost like a clear. Yeah, it's not hard. And then
Right.
your headshot would not be the cover of the book.
No, I
It's
meant
the back
on
flap.
other side. Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
Or
and
maybe
it's-
it's a drawing of
Because
you
the
as a
turtle,
cat.
the
You know what I
turtle
mean?
thing is The turtle thing is so funny that I was like, that's not gonna. You wouldn't have room for the turtle if your headshot's.
Maybe you have a black and white version of your picture at home by a plant in the back of the book. You know what I mean? Like you see, by a windowsill.
Yeah, maybe you could dress because it's always like the picture of the author. They're always in a turtleneck.
Yeah, it's true. Like by a plant.
It's the same author picture you'd get with like a full-size novel, but it's a 12-page book about a turtle.
Yeah.
And they're not called children's novels though. I mean, you're thinking like a color, like
it's
a children's
definitely
book.
not a novel.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny if you say children's novel because
Yeah,
it's like,
it
what
could
is
be
it about
funny.
the journey of a turtle? You know, like it's just I think. It's
Is it children's War and Peace?
Yeah,
Only
it's a
6
children's
pages.
tragedy. It's about
I'm the Tolstoy of children's 8-page shitty books about turtles.
Yeah, I really like your rhythm.
Tolstoy's
I
an
feel like
author,
I've
you
heard
guys. You should look it up.
I haven't heard it.
When you say that you still haven't found what you're looking for, you're talking about like in life. You realize that at the grocery store, right?
Yeah, like I realized like I'm so average. I'm just going to Ralph's listening to Bono.
But what were you gonna buy?
And, you know,
Because it could work as a double banger.
Yeah, what are you gonna buy?
What are you gonna buy?
And you know what? Guess what? You're gonna go get sushi.
What's the U2 of food?
You know what I mean?
Those big poster boards, that you know where you have to do like a craft of some kind. Where you build a big poster board.
Yeah, you left with like a California roll, and you're like, this
You know
is
the
even
Hawaiian
sushi.
rolls? You know this Hawaiian roll, the bread, little 4-pack.
Oh yeah, Hawaiian bread.
And I just bought a 4-pack of Hawaiian bread.
The King's Hawaiian.
Delicious. Yeah.
Rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I
one
think
rotisserie chicken.
make Ralph's more of a rock bottom. Like, what did you do there? Did you get
What were you
lost?
wearing? What time of the day was it?
Maybe you're watching the roasted chicken going around in circles, like his life isn't that.
Yeah,
bad.
Oh yeah, maybe the music goes with the chicken.
There's like a feud. You feel like you're attending a one-person funeral for that chicken and the roaster.
Yeah, I bought crisps of rice, but I didn't even get Rice Krispies.
Really
It was
paint the picture because people
Snap,
sort of have
Crackle,
all
and
been there.
Dave.
What about like the sad lobster in the tank?
Yeah, do they have those?
I hate those.
I've never seen those at Ralph's.
Did you? Yeah, you felt like one of the lobsters. You're like, I'm trapped here too, little buddy. Which
You
is-
bought all the ingredients. You bought all but one ingredients for brownies. You know,
you got
you got all of them. I forgot the eggs.
I forgot the
No.
eggs. But I can't go back. It's too sad.
It's too sad. The 1 block walk will kill me.
There she goes, everybody. We're running out of time. That's
Great job,
Princess
Sarah.
Shank. Very, very funny.
Love you with bangs now.
I love your bang.
Throw your bangs out.
Moving on to the final portion of the show, we have 2 lovely young ladies that have done 60 seconds for the last 23 weeks in a row. They're going to do that again for you here tonight. Put your hands together for Sarah Mostajabi, everybody.
Sarah Mostajabi.
I was recently called a slut this past week. I wish somebody would have fucking told me because it's probably a lot cheaper to suck dick than it is to have hobbies. Actually, I'm pretty sure if sucking dick is your hobby, you actually make money. So, I wish that was the case with me. Unfortunately, I don't tend to only date the people that don't pay any attention to me at all. Like, this guy has no respect for me. Maybe I can suck it out of him. But, you know, I don't, you know, you can thank my dad not hugging me enough for getting cum on my face and shit. Like, anal is only an option because my parents never paid attention to me. So, that's about it. Sorry, I haven't got a chance to work through a lot of this.
Well, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain there.
Yeah.
Suck
it out of him, and I wish I wrote it.
Yeah,
Suck it
that's
out
great.
of him.
Yeah,
The
suck the
other-
respect
come
out
on
of him is a
face,
banger.
too much,
Yeah.
even for me. Yeah.
I was trying to figure a way to insinuate something like the only reason that I have the issues I have are related to
You can say that. You don't have to say it. Like, you know, I say.
I like to just like I got called a slut this week.
Yeah, it's true.
And then, but like
It
the
was great.
sucking
It
dick
was
for
awesome.
months.
I wish I would have fucked a lot more people to
The
get called
female
a slut.
comic saying, "I wish I got paid for suck," like that's
Yeah.
it's pretty common.
Yeah.
Like that you've been wasting all this time sucking dick for
When you could've
free.
made
Like
that, yeah.
you know, it's I feel like I've heard it a lot.
Oh.
I feel like I may have written it for a female comedian.
Wasn't me.
It was not you. But I just think, because that's not, the suck the respect out of him is good.
So funny. I think
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
really good.
So I got called a slut today. I tend to only date guys
Yeah.
that don't respect me. I think I can suck it out of him.
Like,
That's
oh yeah, I got
perfect.
called a slut today. I wish it was just from a car. It was from a guy I'm in love with.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
then you go into the respect thing, and that's
Yeah.
like super solid.
That's
and then,
tight.
And then the thing, like, my parents didn't hold me enough, so I need, like, every stranger to. And you don't need to get as graphic with, like, the cum on the face. And this,
Right, I'm a little-
even for me, it makes me like, ooh, and I say that stuff out loud. It makes me like, ooh,
Yeah,
why?
you let a stranger hold you, and you're like, are you my dad?
Yeah.
Do you want to be?
Yeah. Let me suck that respect out of you. You know, yeah. And
I'll
you can bring
suck
it back.
this, like, you keep offering it, like, do you need me to suck the respect out of you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to suck the respect out of you? Yeah.
Maybe
I like
there's
that.
something with that anal family thing too. Like maybe it's like a, you know, love hurts or.
Yeah, love hurts. No
Love
fucking
hurts.
Maybe
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
if they're, you know, maybe if they would have. I don't know.
Love hurts. Love hurts. Ow!
I just
Sorry,
keep
Daddy.
thinking Def Leppard.
Daddy, no, slower. Oh, I'm sorry. We're still in the air. No, that's all really funny, Sarah. We're gonna keep bumping. We're running out of
Yeah,
time.
good
today.
job.
So
Great
great
job.
job.
Great
A
job.
brand new 60 seconds. Sarah Mostajabi. Follow her on Twitter at Sarah
That's Sarah
Dresses.
Dresses. I do.
Sarah's
there you
doing
go.
so good lately, you know?
She's
She
been
really
on a
turned it around.
strong run for like a 3 or 4
And
week
don't
run.
apologize for your shit.
I really want to know who her writer is.
Brian.
That was a Twitter callback.
Definitely not.
Oh, there you go. She still
Is
hates
anybody
me for some
interested in
reason.
writing
Still
for me?
getting her
This
an
is where I
opportunity
am.
every
Can
week.
anybody
She's
just
still
write for
there.
me? Can you guys? Can we have a next week's episode? Everybody writes jokes for
Yeah,
Jade.
it's
Because
a
I'm
circle.
done.
Yeah, I would love to be able to have somebody write me Jane.
Yeah. When does that happen?
Like watch me for a couple weeks, you know, and then just be like, this material.
I'll
fits
pay
you
anybody a
perfect.
lot of money. Tell me who wants to do it.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
where I
pay.
am.
Hey, let's just put it out there. I'll pay for a good joke. I'll pay $10 a joke, guys.
That's
Wow,
not what you
pretty
get for a
good.
fucking joke.
Pretty good.
That's so bad.
I'll
It's
pay
so low.
$100.
Yeah,
I'll pay
really,
$100
really
for one joke.
I'm sure you're gonna get some great jokes.
That's what you get for a one-liner.
I think Mozilla already
Yeah,
has
you get
a
$100
packet
for
you.
like a late
What about $1,000?
You want a bit? A
Solid.
bit's $500.
Eh, what? Shut the fuck up, dude.
Sorry. Tony, what do you charge per page?
A lot of money. Like I'm out of control
All right,
right
we got
now.
4 minutes.
I'm out of
I'm like one of the hot writers in the city. Anyway, put your hands together for Kimberly Condon, everybody.
What's going on, guys? Things are getting shitty, y'all. Life's getting bad. Like, bad things are happening, and I'm ready to turn it around. Like, I think that we all need to work together and stop these tragedies. First of all, I think as long as Asian women exist, there is never an excuse to molest little girls. Never. Like, because they're hairless, you know? Like, maybe we could start like a rent-a-center where you put a little Asian woman at the front door and she's wearing a Hello Kitty outfit and she does the whole To Catch a Predator like, hurrah, I made cookies. And it'll be good. That's one of the things that bothers me. And like, I'm getting to that age where my friends are having their second kids and they're not having 3D ultrasounds anymore. They're having 4D ultrasounds. And like, isn't that just childbirth? You know? Like, what is 4D? I don't know. That's all I have. I'm working on that one.
Hell yeah, you are. Kimberly Condon.
Don't like the Asian women thing?
can't do
The voice, you cannot do that voice,
Can't
dude.
say hurrah.
I mean, come on. Angela Johnson, everybody.
I don't even know that, but I'm sure she.
Well,
That's what I
without
always
voice, do you
picture.
think it's like anything?
How many
at all?
Asian friends do you have?
Not that
You
many.
get one.
They don't
There's
sound
an
like
Asian
Not
somewhere
that
in
many
there.
and a dwindler.
There's one right there. Become friends with him for a week. You won't be able to do
This
that.
is the thing.
He doesn't want to hang out with her. He just saw her do the hero thing that he hates.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is funny. Your voice, you have like this kind of hi, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
You talking about things that matter, like all these tragedies, y'all.
Yeah.
Like you have to talk about all these people dying, you guys.
Yeah.
That's what's funny.
That's
like,
hilarious.
yeah.
Keystone Pipeline's actually a really dangerous
Yeah.
environmental disaster.
Yeah, like diamonds are gross, you guys. I actually don't buy diamonds because
Yeah.
like so
It's
many
true. It
black
could be
children
totally
die
a
from it.
backbone of your entire.
Yeah, that's like your
cadence.
character. It's really
Do you guys
funny.
even realize
Very
the
funny.
level of pollution that comes from your lithium batteries?
Yeah, that's like so. Just start with that. Just start with something like
There's
that.
like a
Factual.
coltan crisis in
There
Uganda.
can always be a new
You
article
guys
that
think
you
you can
read.
recycle all your lotion bottles? You can't.
Yeah, I kind of lean towards the like articles.
Have you ever heard of the North Pacific Garbage Patch?
Yeah.
It's like
There's
the
like a
size
garbage
of
island, you
Texas.
guys.
And like I thought regular Texas was bad.
But that's made out of plastic.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I was talking to this Asian guy, and he was like, "Oh, like I'm not even to say what it was."
Yeah, I think it's funnier to play dumb rather than make a racist voice.
Right.
Wait, no,
talk
but you
like
can-
that more.
Wait,
Work
are we
that out.
saying that she should do her whole entire act?
I
like
think
this?
her voice. I think you should take that.
I don't think
No,
you go
I think you should
full
take
dumb.
notes of
dumb.
what's funny about that front end part of it and work on that constantly.
Maybe start off like sometimes I listen to myself, my voice I don't like because I feel like I'm just like that.
Yeah, that's the voice. Everyone hates their own voice. So like when you
Yeah.
hear your voice, like this is what I sound like in my head. When I try to say something smart, what I sound like is this.
We're out of time. Thank you so much.
You're out of
Thank
time.
you. At Kimberly Congdon. At Kim Congdon on Twitter. At Kimberly Congdon. She changed it and then she brought it back. What is it?
It's my name.
Kimberly Congdon. That's, as always, Congdon, C-O-N-G-D-O-N. I'm going to Toronto all week. Jade, what's going on? What do you guys want to promote? Jade and Kevin.
I'm gonna be in New Orleans next week for the Hell Yes Festival, and then at Gotham with Bobby Lee in New York.
Yes.
The week after that.
I'm gonna be in Austin and San Antonio, 23, 24 with Whitney Cummings, and also watch me on Masters of Sex.
Yeah.
That's at Kevin Christy on Twitter. That's at the
G
Jade.
Christie on Twitter.
Oh, wow. You weren't the first Kevin Christy.
Yeah,
At the Jade Movie on Twitter. At Comic Patriot. Sarah Dresses.
Yeah.
Kimberly Congdon. I'm Tony Hinchcliffe. Ryan.
I'll be in San Francisco at the Punchline with Dean Delray, November 20th, and in San Jose, a huge Death Squad show at the Improv, the San Jose Improv.
Believe it or not, there's still Golden Pony t-shirts available at TonyHinchcliffe.com. They didn't sell out yet.
Like
Bye, guys.
awesome.
Thank you.